Hey everyone, we're going to cover 3 of the best spinal decompression exercises that you can actually do at home. Hey everyone, I'm Sebastian and this is Dawn. We're going to get right into it today, and she's already kind of in the position for one. And so why don't you just show us what you're doing?
Cool. So I think there's a lot of different ways that we can decompress the spine, but one of them could, and I've seen this actually a lot with people, they show me this on their own and then we just kind of perfect it a little bit. But pretend this is your bed. We're on the side of the bed here. We're going to grab a super fluffy pillow just to help give us a little extra oomph to this. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our belly, we're going to put it right on here, and we want to find the edge of the bed with our hips. So if you could show them the groin area. We want edge of the bed right into the groin area there. So I'm about 90 degrees at the hips here. I'm gonna hold on to something. I'm just gonna let gravity pull on me here.
Yeah, you're not really pulling too hard here.
Nope, I'm actually just kind of holding on to this. You can see that my legs are kind of dangling here. And actually I'm just gonna breathe into my belly and just let gravity pull and tug on me and just melt into this position. This might feel a little kind of discomfort or iffy at first, but if over time it starts to loosen up or let go, then you know you're doing the right thing.
What happens if it starts to ramp up?
To increase on you, then we definitely don't want to be in this position, or we might want to just back off a little bit. But never increasing pain when we're trying some of this stuff at home. We only want slow decrease of pain, or almost when we get into this position right away, it's just position of comfort, no pain at all.
How long would you do something like this?
I'd try 30 seconds at first. Make sure you respond okay. Maybe try another round of 30 seconds. And if you build this into your day-to-day, I'd go for a minute.
Okay. There was another few versions. What do you think?
I just like this position.
You just want to hang out. She's going to be there for the rest of the video.
One other thing we could do, Sebastian will show you actually on the edge of the table here. So we can just use our hands. Maybe being in that position doesn't feel so good. Maybe a little bit of that rounding in your back doesn't feel good. So what we can do is keep you in more of a neutral here. He's using his hands to push the table through the floor and lift. And then he's also, see how his knees are also kind of dangling as well. So this can also create more of a neutral decompression of your spine rather than being in that flexed forward position.
I can almost feel it just like stretching, but not in a painful way.
It's nothing crazy, nothing like pinpoint that you'll really feel. It just feels like less weight in your painful spot.
Yeah. I know that with, like, I'm okay with doing this, but like, what if people couldn't actually use their arms?
Yeah. So that's where sometimes there's some limiting factors. Maybe it's the strength in our arms and trying those first two that doesn't, or maybe that prevents you from being able to do those ones. So there's one other, as long as you have, oh, go ahead.
Let me do a slight variation.
Sure.
Okay. So you could maybe just dig your elbows into the table or bed here, and just maybe sit back.
Oh.
And that might be, maybe another version will work okay
like
for
that.
them?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's 3 ways for you, but we're going to show you one more.
A bonus one.
A bonus one. If you have a partner at home, this would be really, actually you have to have a partner at home for this one, but Sebastian, I'm going to have you lay on your back here. And so what you'll do is you'll have your partner lift the legs, knees, or one knee underneath. You want to come right to the, just under parts of their knees, the knee pits basically. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of pressure down on the ankles or shins here until the booty starts to lift up a bit off the table or bed or wherever you're doing this at. How's that feel for you?
I'm off the table.
Perfect. So we're going to keep a little bit of that lift. As long as this feels okay, I'm going to coach him to breathe deep into his belly. Where he feels the waistband around his shorts, he's going to breathe deep into that like he's trying to stretch them. And I'm going to pull a little bit away.
Oh yeah.
And a little bit back.
Oh yeah.
So
we're gonna do a 20-minute video, right? Just like this.
Exactly. So really at first you want to make sure just this here feels okay. As long as the person laying down is okay with this, then we can start to tug a little. Nothing crazy, because then you're just going to slide. We're not looking for the sliding, we're just looking to pull and tug on the base of the spine here. I
almost feel like when you go further, it's actually more uncomfortable in my calf than the benefit of here. So if you do even less, it feels like it's enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, nothing crazy is happening. It's just this like weird sensation of like some weight lifting off of the base of the spine here.
So since you're doing that, and I'm gonna let you keep doing it, why do people need spinal decompression anyways? Like what's the need? Like what's going on?
Like diagnosis wise?
Well, yeah, like why does it, I know that a lot of people that use it, they use like the machines at home, or they feel like they got to keep getting it done.
Totally.
Why does it keep coming back?
I say traditionally people are doing this probably for disc issues or stenosis issues, but The reason it keeps coming back is because it's something else or someone else doing it for you. So what are you doing the rest of the day? You're likely not finding proper support around the problem area, maybe due to child. So I lost my train of thought. Basically, not a lot of support around the spine. So if we're not doing things throughout the day or in our normal kind of weekly routine of finding ways to help support through maybe abdominal exercise, glute exercise, or just education throughout the day of how to offload this area, then you just go right back to your normal patterns, and you have to do this for the rest of your life, which ultimately is not the goal for everybody, right?
I mean, it's not hard on me if you want.
That's the thing. Some people fall into these patterns of like, well, going to spinal decompression 3 times a week feels good for me. But when we're talking about long-term benefit, we got to pair things like this with some more challenging exercise to just force adaptation in your body, get you past that injury.
Now, I'll just play devil's advocate because I'm going to have you do that longer.
Okay.
You said challenging exercises. You're saying like run?
Not run. So a little less complex than like running, swimming, going back to sport, things of that sort. We typically in here, when we find something that reduces discomfort, maybe it's this. When we're in that pain-free state, we want to do some controlled exercise on the floor, which might look like more isometric core and glute exercises that don't create your pain or make you worse afterwards, but actually helps hit the save button on what this is doing.
Okay. Well, if you guys want some more of that, we do have a webinar in the corner which covers a little bit of it, but also we have a bunch of videos on YouTube already. But if you guys want something curated specifically to what's going on with you and you want to know what to do, and we don't have to guess, we can assess, figure out what's going on and what we should actually have you do. I bet you're tired, huh?
My leg kind of hurts.
yeah, I figured. So if you guys are looking for help, we have virtual or in-person services. Obviously, we can't do something like this virtually, but we can coach people through it if we needed to. So if you guys want help, link is in the description below. Take advantage of the webinar that we have and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.